Hey everybody. This is kind of a quickie. I've got some proper audio editing equipment, well, not equipment, software I should say. So there won't be as many awkward pauses, I hope. So I gave Fighting EX Layer another dash look last week. I've been playing it on and off since then. It's fine. I'm a little salty because I got stomped and I realized that I didn't really understand how to play Fexel so much as I understood how to dash, chain crouching light kick in a crouching medium punch, and then chain that into crouching medium punch into crouching medium kick for a special cancel. It's a little bitter. It's kind of making me almost want to just give up fighting games, open up a Patreon, and become an annoying AniTuber, but I do have some standards. What I will say is that while the removal of the Gogi system is a bit of a bummer, since I liked it and I know many other people like it, I also recognize that it was always going to be really inconsistent. It's always going to lead to a bunch of goofy stuff, and which it did. And that, it's still around. People don't like another dash. They can always just stick with that. It's not like just because it's on the Switch, it's going to become the de facto version. But what it is, another dash is interesting. It seems to have recognized two complaints. People who don't like the Gogi system, and people who don't like the rush combo system that was in the game, wherein you could run and then keep hammering the light punch button and get a combo. That's gone too. There's not even an option for it in the options menu, like there was for that mechanic in Fighting EX Layer. Plus, they kept two of the mechanics that I like the most from the Gogi deck. They took the guard break system, which makes it more like the older EX games, and they kept the EX Arrow, which was my favorite gimmick from one of those decks. Can't really remember the name right now. I liked the gimmick, not the deck. What I will also say, however, is that I think the game needs to be rebalanced a bit. Most of the moves are the same. I know that the patch notes say that some of the moves are changed. They don't really feel that way. If I never see another Justice Fist block string, I'll die a happy man. Some characters were not built to have guard break and EX Arrow on deck at any given moment as long as they have enough meter. And it really shows. It really, really shows. So I'm going to take a break from it until it gets patched again to tweak some moves. And I don't really think my blood pressure can handle going back to it, especially since the game is still using delay-based netcode. I know that Fexel proper got patched with some sort of rollback, I think. They at least had a beta for it. But Arika said that this game has delay-based netcode, and it will eventually get patched for a quote-unquote best-of-both-worlds solution later. So I'll wait until either the moves are messed around with a bit or that netcode patch goes through. It's got to be one or the other. I can't handle both. Or else I'm going to go into an early grave for reasons that would be embarrassing. So, that's that. It's just a little quickie, a little update. I'd always meant to kind of go over Fexel. Maybe I'll do that properly down the line if I have the heart for it and the nerve, but I never really competed very much in it anyway, so it would just be a loose impression. And if you're going to do a loose impression, it needs to either be timely or incredibly in-depth, which kind of defeats the purpose of being loose, doesn't it? So yeah, that's why I never covered that. That's why I'm only just kind of rushing this out. I'll keep an eye on it to see how another dash turns out in the next month or so. Hopefully it gets more support. If not, it's an interesting offshoot, and I certainly wouldn't disparage anyone who checked it out. I don't regret spending my money on it. I just regret that it's going to be impossible to find matches in the next 2 months. But it is what it is. Ta-ta.